Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today, inshallah, we will continue with chapter 3. In the last lecture, we talked about the web development process and the different steps involved in this process. We also learned different things, like, for example, how to link sentences or describe things that are ordered. So, for example, if you have a procedure or algorithm that consists of different steps, you can use words to describe that they have a specific order. For example, the first sentence could start with the word first, or to start with. The next sentence may start with the word next, then, or secondly. The third sentence may start with the word thirdly, or you can use any of the words that can be used to explain subsequent things, like then, next, afterwards, and so on. We also learned different words to link sentences for different reasons. So, for example, if you have contradicting or sentence that is based on the previous sentence, you can use the word consequently or as a result, or thus, therefore. If the second sentence contradicts with the first sentence, يعني بتتعارض مع الجملة الأولى, we can use the word in contrast or contrary. If the second sentence is an exception of the first sentence, يعني إذا كان الجملة الثانية استثناء من الجملة الأولى, we can use the word however أو nevertheless. وشفنا أمثلة على الكلام هذا المحاضرة الماضية. المحاضرة هذه إن شاء الله هنكمل في chapter 3. And now we will start with page 25. Page 25 gives you two snapshots of websites, and it raises a discussion about these websites. It gives you a set of questions, so we need to look at the screenshots of these websites and try to answer the questions given on the top. So look at the websites below and answer these questions. What are the websites? إيش المواقع الموجودة في الأسفل؟ Do you use these websites? Why or why not? هل بتستخدم المواقع هذه وليش أو ليش لا؟ What is the purpose of each website? Sell, inform, share, educate. What are إيش الهدف من الويب سايتس هذه؟ هل هدفها إنها للتبيع أو للإعلام بمعلومات معينة، أو إنها تتشارك معلومات أو خدمات، أو إنها مواقع تعليمية؟ What are the main features of each website? إيش خصائص كل موقع؟ What are the main features؟ إيش الخصائص الأساسية لكل موقع؟ Think of two more websites that have the same purpose. Are they different to the ones below? فكر في two websites أو موقعين آخرين لهم نفس الهدف، وهل هم بيختلفوا عن المواقع المبينة أدناه؟ Okay, let's take a look at the screenshots of the two websites and have a discussion about the purpose and the content of each website. So the first one, the one on the left, has the title Financial Times. Financial Times. So the Financial Times is actually a famous newsletter that is based in England, I think. This newsletter focus on or considers any information or news about economic and financial news. So it focus on economic and financial news. So Financial Times. Financial comes from the word finance. Finance معناها المالية. مثلا Ministry of Finance اللي هي وزارة المالية. we need finance احيانا نقول بتيجي بمعنى النون اللي هي نحتاج لدعم مادي أو غيره. Okay, so Financial Times is a famous newsletter. Financial Times is a famous newsletter that focuses on economic and market news. هي عبارة عن جريدة مشهورة famous newsletter that focuses بتركز على أخبار الإيكونوميك and market news. economic news أخبار اقتصادية. economy معناها اقتصاد وأخبار الأسواق. So the economic and market news may include different types of news related to finance and economy. So for example, any news related to the companies and the financial situations of these companies is part of the financial or economic news. So news of companies, news of stock markets. So market news may include any news about stock markets اللي هي أسواق الأسهم and how the prices of the stocks or the changes. stock market اللي هي أسواق البورصة. The stock news may include or may show you how the prices of the stock markets changes over time, and this can be visualized through charts. For example, يعني أخبار الإيكونوميك نيوز ممكن تتضمن كيف أسعار الأسهم في البورصات وكيف بتتغير مع الوقت من خلال رسمات بيانية. Also the Financial Times may show currency rates and prices of metals. So part of economic news is the currency rates اللي هي أسعار العملات وصرفها, and the prices of metals like the price of gold and silver. So people who work in the field of economy or business may be regularly interested in the currency rates and the prices of metals because they may affect their business in a way or another. So they keep tracing this news on a daily basis. So basically the Financial Times may be of interest for companies or businessmen who have investments or have their own businesses, and they want to be informed about the financial situations in the country or in the world, and how their businesses may be affected by these situations. يعني أنا بقول يا جماعة Financial Times may be of interest of interest for businessmen. ممكن تكون يعني اللي يهتموا فيها رجال الأعمال والinvestors, businessmen, and investors. هدول الناس اللي بيهتموا يقرأوا في Financial Times. ليش؟ because they may have their own businesses or investments. ممكن يكون عندهم businesses and investments, and they may be interested in knowing or tracing the current financial situation in the world and to know how their businesses may be affected by this situation. يعني رجال الأعمال والمستثمرين investors ممكن يكونوا مهتمين ب interested in tracing the current tracing يعني تتبع the current financial situation الوضع المالي في العالم in the world ويعرفوا and to know how their businesses may be affected by this situation كيف الأعمال تبعتهم هتتأثر بهذا الوضع. Of course people like us who are from the middle or low economic classes may not be interested in economic news. الناس اللي زي حالاتنا هيك يا جماعة من الميدل كلاس أو من اللو كلاس may not be interested يعني ممكن ما يكونوش مهتمين بالايكونوميك نيوز. The economic news may be important for people who have businesses or who have investments and would like to be being constantly informed about the financial changes or the economic changes in the world to see how their businesses may be affected by these changes. يعني بيكونوا مهتمين بالتتبع الأخبار الاقتصادية وعشان يعرفوا كيف شغلهم بتأثر. So this is about the Financial Times. So let's go to the website on the right side of the page. So the title of the website is Pearson Longman. Pearson Longman. So Pearson Longman is a publishing company. هي عبارة عن جماعة is a publishing company. هي شركة نشر. It publishes books in every field or in many fields. يعني هي بتنشر كتب في مجالات مختلفة. So if we can zoom in the screenshot, we can barely see here down on the page here the main web page of the Pearson Longman website shows, I think these are recommendations, book recommendations for people from different target groups. So here we have some recommendations for young young learners, المتعلمين الصغار. These are recommendations for teenagers. These are recommendations for adults. These are recommendations for people who are interested in business. These are things related to exams and so on. So again, Pearson Longman is a publishing company that publishes books from different fields or disciplines. So after having an overview about these two websites, let's try to answer the questions here. What are the websites? So here we have two websites. The first one is the Financial Times website, which is a newsletter that provides information on economy and information related to market news. And the other website is a publishing company that provides published books in different fields. Do you use these websites? Well, as I don't think that any of you as students have ever used these websites. This is because most students are not yet interested in economic news. I don't think that any of you have huge investments or a business that he runs, and he is interested to know how his business will be affected by the worldwide economic situation. ما اعتقدش ان انتوا كطلاب هتكونوا معنيين كتير بالفاينانشال تايمز، لانه ما اظنش انه في اي حدا فيكم عنده بزنس فهو مهتم يعرف كيف البزنس تبعه يتاثر في التغييرات الاقتصاديه في العالم. Well, maybe some of you may refer to the Financial Times to get informed about the currency rates or the prices of metals. يعني ممكن بعض الأشخاص يرجعوا لها عشان يعرفوا أسعار العملات وأسعار المعادن وغيره. However, I think most of you prefer to go to the local or national websites rather than visiting the international websites like the Financial Times. أنا أعتقد إنه معظمكم بفضل إنه يروح للصحف المحلية the national and local news, follow the local and national news rather than بدلا من إنه يتبع المواقع العالمية. So what is the purpose of each website? إيش الpurpose إيش الهدف الغرض من الويب سايتس؟ As I mentioned, the first one aims to inform. I think this is the most the most relevant or appropriate verb that explains the purpose of the website. So the Financial Times mainly informs us about financial and economic news. What about the person website? Person website basically, well, it can be used to sell published books, so people may pay online for books, and then the person will give them access, either will give them access to the electronic copy of the book, or it may send the book as a shipment for them. يعني ممكن الناس تدفع الكتاب اونلاين، بعدين هو يا اما بيعطي له اكسس على الالكترونيك كوبي او انه بيشحن له بيبعث له الكتاب كشحنه يعني. Also the person longman website may provide options for students who would like to learn and also provide or share some free books. So some books are offered for a price, they are paid books, while other books may be offered for free, so they can be shared with the public. يعني بعض الكتب متوفرة ببلاش فممكن نعملها sharing مع الكل. So basically the person longman website can be used to educate people and also can be used to sell books. So what are the main features of the website? يعني انت from the point of view of the developer، يعني من وجهة نظر المطور from the developer's point of view. ايش يا جماعة؟ من وجهة نظر المطور أو from my point of view. So let's try to talk about the features of this website. So let's have a look at the website and try to find out what are the main features that this website provides, again from the developer's point of view. So first of all, the website has many sections, as you can see here. So basically, why do websites provide different sections like that one? So here these sections are provided as tabs. tab يعني حقول أو نافذات أخرى. So if you click on that tab, so that tab is titled as UK. هذا التاب عنوانه UK. If you click on that tab, you will get news or economic news related just to UK. Here this tab is named Word, and most probably if you click on it you will get information from all over the world. This tab is dedicated مخصص dedicated for news of companies, and this tab is for market news, and so on. So due to the large number of news coming from different locations, from different sources, the good feature of this website is that it structures these news or based on different sections. So it uses a section for each type of news, or it uses a section from each source of news. So this is one of the features, and we use these sections to organize the presentation of information. Rather than showing everything in a single page, we facilitate the navigation by providing different tabs, different sections, and the user can easily navigate from a section to another by clicking on the relevant tab that he is interested in. يعني الموقع هذا من المميزات تاعته يا جماعة انه برتب المعلومات كتاجز، عفوا tabs. Each tab is a section that gives information related to a particular topic. كل section بيعطيك معلومات عن موضوع مخصص. Also this website provides a search service here. So if you type in some keywords here and click search, it will search for your keywords in the content of this website. So you can use the search service to quickly find the information that you are interested in. Also, one of the features of this website is that it enables you to sign in and register to the website. So basically, registering in the website will enable you to personalize the content to cope with your needs. So for example, when you register in, you can registration may provide different services to the customer of the website or to the clients. So for example, by signing in, you can track your or for example, you can track the news related to your business or to the company that you are interested in. Also, maybe by signing in, the website will enable you to show some information and hide other information that you may not be interested in. So for example, if you are interested in local market news, you can ask the website to show only information about your local market and hide other information that you may consider irrelevant. ممكن يعني بعد ما تعمل sign in تطلب من أو الموقع يوفر لك خدمة انك تعمل personalize the presentation of information. personalize. ايش يعني personalize يا جماعة؟ تخصيص. person يعني هنا شخص. personalize يشخص. personalization اللي هي عبارة عن تشخيص. معنى هنا personalization of content أو personalize the presentation of information، يعني أنت تقول والله أنا بدي أعرض معلومات هذه أنا مهتم فيها وبدي أخفي معلومات تانية. زي المثال حكيته، you may ask the website to show only information related to the local markets while hiding other information that you think are irrelevant. ممكن تظهر المعلومات اللي أنت بتعتقد إنها مهمة بالنسبة لك زي أخبار الأسواق المحلية، وتعرض الحاجات irrelevant اللي irrelevant for you. في عنا relevant وفي عنا irrelevant. relevant معناها ملائم مناسب، irrelevant معناها غير ملائم. Okay, another feature in this website is that it shows you a visualization of the market information, a visualization, a chart. It visualize. دائما كلمة visual يا جماعة معناها بصري. visual effects معناها تأثيرات بصرية. visualization معناها إن تصوير الأشياء أو تمثيل الأشياء بشكل مصور. يعني مثلا if you have a numeric data إيش يعني numeric data؟ اللي هي قيم الرقمية. numeric معناها رقمي. and you present numeric data as a chart. إذا أنت عرضت القيم الرقمية كتشارت كمخطط, then you can say that you perform some sort of visualization. إن أنت عملت visualization, مثلت البيانات بصريا. لما تكون عندك بيانات رقمية ومثلتها برسمة بيانية, هذا نوع من أنواع visualization. So here we have some sort of visualization by, for example, showing I cannot clearly see what is this information about. Here we have currencies, here we have indices, مؤشرات. In a way, these are charts that shows, for example, how the currencies change or how the stock prices change over time. Here we have the weeks or the days of the week, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, and so on. يعني تبين لك كيف الحاجات بتتغير مع الوقت. Usually people will easily understand charts. Then it's easier to understand charts than understanding the numeric data. هي أسهل في الغالب إنه أنت تقرأ الأرقام عن إنه تقرأ البيانات رقمية. So then we talked about some of the features of this website. The first feature is splitting or dividing information based on different sections that can be navigated through tabs. Also, the other feature is the ability to use the search service to search the content of the website. Also, the registration ability, which enables the user to sign in and customize the content of the website based on his needs. Customize يعني يخصص. Customize the website based on his needs. يخصص الموقع أو personalize, يخصص أو customize, يخصص الموقع بناء على احتياجاته. So let's move to the second website and try to talk about some of the features of this website. So again, this website also uses the sections, and you can navigate information in each section by clicking on the relevant section. And the good thing here is that it classifies the content based on the target audience groups. It classifies the content based on the target groups. خلينا نفصل في الجملة هذه. The person Longman website classifies content according to target groups. ايش يعني الكلمات، ايش يعني الجملة هذه يا جماعة؟ classifies معناها بصنف، من classify يصنف، content or ماشي يصنف الموقع، محتوى الموقع according to target groups. So here if you can notice, here we have a section titled for teachers. Here we have another section titled as for students, and I can't read this one. Here we have a section for technical help. So if you are a student and you are interested in a learning material or academic books, you can go to this section. If you are a teacher and you are interested in academic books or instructions related to the book that you have bought before, you can go to this section. Again, here the website structures the content based on different target groups or based on different types of audience. So here we have content for young learners, here we have contents for teens, other content for adults, content related to business, things related to exams, and so on. So this is one of the good features. Again, this website provides a search facility. Also, this website provides the ability to join discussions. So basically, this button could lead to a forum. Join, ability to join discussions. عشان join ينضم إلى نقاش. So for example, if you click on this button, it may lead you to a forum. لما تضغط على البutton هذا, it may lead you to a forum or an online chatting service. يعني أنت لما تضغط على البutton هذا ممكن it may lead you to a forum or to an online chatting service through which you can communicate with other clients or with the owners of the website. So these are some of the features that this website provides. Okay, let's get back to the questions. So we answered number 4. What are the main features of each website? Question number 5. Think of 2 more websites that have the same purpose. Okay, do you think, or do you know any website, any other websites that have the same purpose? Well, for me, I don't, personally, I'm not interested in economic news in general, but I may get some economic news from other news websites like Al Jazeera, like Ma'an News. It has separate sections for economic news. It is not a website dedicated for economic news. Al Jazeera and Ma'an News, موقع الجزيرة وموقع معن, these are not for explicitly or exclusively for economic news. It is not Al Jazeera is not exclusively an economic website. هو مش موقع اقتصادي. It is a news website, but it provides a section for economic news. يعني هو موقع إخباري لكن بوفر section أو قسم للeconomic news. Similarly, most news websites have sections for economic news, mainly for those who are interested in general economic news, such as the currency rates, prices of metals, and so on. What about personal name? Are you aware of other publishing companies that offers books? Well, I think the most famous example of publishing companies, well, Amazon is not a publishing company. It's an online store that sells books, but it's not a publisher. Maybe for me as a researcher, I know that the Cambridge and Oxford universities, they have publishing companies that publishes mainly academic and research books. So that's it. I'm not currently at this moment. I can't remember other publishing websites that are similar to Pearson Longman. Okay, here we have a writing exercise. Well, I'm not going to solve or discuss the solution of this exercise, but I'm going to ask you to solve or try to work on this as an exercise. I'll add it as an assignment on Moodle, so please work hard to solve this exercise and try to use your own sentences when you write an essay or a paragraph. So let's read the question. Well, you are the owner of a company. Imagine that you are an owner of a company, and أنت مالك شركة that needs a website. انت عندك شركة بتحتاج لموقع. make a list of things that you need would like for your website. make a list، اكتب قائمة بالحاجات اللي انت محتاجها للموقع هذا. based on the discussion that we have made on the above two websites, try to make think of some of the features that you need for your website, not only from the points that I highlighted, but also think of new things, other things. انت بدك تعمل موقع، فكر في بعض الفيتشرز اللي هتلزمك في الموقع، حاول تستفيد من الدسكشن اللي احنا عملناها وتفكر في حاجات جديدة. So answer the following question: what is the name of your company؟ يعني فكر باسم للشركة تاعتك، و what is the business type؟ ايش نوع البزنس؟ here you can have different options. So for example, you may have an online store business that sells products. You may have a social network business, like you may be interested in developing a website like Facebook and so on. You may have, for example, a website for your for example, clothes store that sells clothes. So anyway, you have different things. You may work as a IT company. You may have an IT company and you want to offer software development services. So your website may inform people of your company, show them some of the cases that you are, or the applications that you developed. So try to think of a business for your company, and based on that, try to make a list of the things that you need for your website. Again, before making the list, you have to determine or to specify the business type and the name of your company, because the list will be made based on the type of your business. You cannot make the list before thinking of your own business. And also try to explain what is the purpose of your website. Do you want to develop a website to sell your products, or to showcase your products so that others may be interested in hiring you? Do you want to provide an educational, for example, material for students to learn? So try to think of your business that you are going to work on. What is the purpose of your website? And then make the list of the things that you need for your website. So this will be an assignment for you, and that you have to work on it and hand in the answer through Moodle. So now let's move on. Here we have an exercise. It's called the best websites. So here we have a question: what are your favorite websites? What are your favorite websites? ايش السؤال هذا؟ ايش يعني favorite؟ اللي هي المواقع المفضلة إلك. What are your favorite website and why? Use the words in the box to describe them. الآن so to answer this question, here we have screenshots of different websites that you may like or dislike. هذه مجموعة من المواقع اللي بوفر لك إياها. So let's try first, before talking about our favorite websites, let's try to have a look at these websites and try to discuss what are these websites and what they are used for. So here, the first website on the top here, this is a screenshot from the eBay website. eBay website. So does anyone know what is the eBay website? Basically, eBay is an auction website. auction معناها يا جماعة مزاد. تمام. auction معناها مزاد. eBay website is an auction website that is used for selling and buying items. هو موقع مزايدات يا جماعة بيستخدم لبيع وشراء الايتمز. So basically the users of this website could be individuals or companies. اليوزرز المستخدمين للموقع هذا هم غالبا أشخاص or companies who want to sell items online. So if you have things that you need to sell, you no longer need them, you can offer them through eBay. So eBay can be used to sell either new things or used items, new items or used items. يعني ممكن تستخدم الايباي عشان تبيع الحاجات الجديدة أو المستخدمة. And through eBay you can offer your item and for bidding. Offer your item for bidding. bidding معناها المزايدات يا جماعة. So now people who see your item and if they like it, then they will offer a price to buy it. And if someone else is interested in your item, he may offer a higher price. And finally, the one who offers the highest price will get that item. هذا بنسميه المزايدة يا جماعة. المزايدة بمعنى أنت بتعرض الأيتم, you offer your item through eBay, and then people will start offering the prices for that item, their estimation, تقديرهم للأيتم هذا. So finally, the one who offers the highest price will get that item. So the item will be sold to the one who offers the highest price. يعني الايتم تبعك حينباع للي بوفر ايش اعلى سعر. So basically eBay, we can see that it facilitates customer to customer business or client to client business. يعني هو بدعم العمل ما بين الأشخاص. يعني الآن أنت بتروح غالبا بتشتري من شركة، لا، الأشخاص بينهم من بعض ببيعوا لبعض. Here in Gaza Strip we don't use eBay. Basically eBay is used in European countries, but we have other alternatives. عندنا بدائل أخرى, like for example on Facebook we have different groups that can be used to sell and buy things between people. So for example يعني أنت عندنا في غزة عندنا alternatives اللي هي بدائل. زي مثلا on Facebook we have different groups that people join to buy or sell used items. يعني عندنا على الفيسبوك كتير من المجموعات الناس بتخشها على أساس تشتري أو تبيع الحاجات المستخدمة. واحد عنده سيارة بده يبيعها ويشتريها, واحد عنده أرض بده يبيعها ويشتريها. هذا كله ممكن يتم من خلال social websites. eBay is a website dedicated for buying and selling items mainly between individuals. Also, companies may use eBay to offer their services or their products. It may be costly for them to open a store in Europe. للشركات, for new companies it may be costly, it may be very expensive to open physical store. للشركات بكون غالبا غالي جدا انك تروح تفتح محل فعلي. So it may be much cheaper to open an online store through eBay and sell your products through eBay. This is why usually you may find the items on eBay cheaper than the same item when it is sold in a physical store. يعني انت الايتم نفسه ممكن تلاقيه على الاي بي ارخص من نفس الايتم لما ينباع في المحل العادي. Because companies don't pay rent when they sell things online. هم بيدفعوش اجار للمحلات لما يبيعوا حاجة online. However, a percentage of the prices they will be paid to the ePay company. يعني نسبة percentage للايتم لما ينباع ويشترى بتنعطى لمين؟ للاي بي. هذا هو مصدر دخل للاي بي الفعلي يعني. Okay, that's about eBay. So let's move on. Here on the right, this is a website that has the title Nickelodeon. We know that Nickelodeon is a TV channel for children. It broadcasts movies and cartoons for children. يعني هو موقع للأطفال وعرض الفيديوهات والأفلام تحت الأطفال. Nickelodeon is basically a TV channel and this is the website of that channel. هي فعليا قناة تلفزيونية وهذه قناة يعني الموقع تبعها. Also the Nickelodeon does not only offer videos or movies, it also offers some of the interactive activities for children like online games, and also it has a shop from where you can buy things related to the Nickelodeon channel. So you can buy a t-shirt for example that has the word Nickelodeon on. يعني ممكن تشتري مثلا ممكن تبيع قمصان عليها شعار نيكولوديان. You can buy toys of the cartoon characters, ألعاب للشخصيات الرسوم المتحركة اللي في نيكولوديان وهكذا. So this is about the Nickelodeon website. So the third website is the Facebook website, and I think all of us know the Facebook. It's a social networking website that can be used to share information, communicate with your friends, share posts, information, videos with others, play games, for example. So these are some sample websites that you may be interested in. So based on this discussion, you need to answer the question, what are your favorite websites? Well, I think Facebook is one of the favorite websites for all of us. We spend long times working on Facebook to communicate with others. Here, try to use these words to explain or to describe the website. So the first word is beautiful. So when we like the design and the interface of the website, you can see that the interface is beautiful. The user interface is beautiful. This is well designed. Well designed mean مصمم بشكل جيد. So the user interface of the web page is of the home web page is well designed. مرتب أو مصمم بشكل جيد. Easy to use. So basically all these words can be used to describe how good the website is. So the good website should be easy to use. Easy to use, سهل الاستخدام, or easy to navigate, سهل التصفح أو الانتقال من صفحة لصفحة. Also the good website should be clear. The content should be clear, should be visible to the user. The text size should be relevant to the user. You should not show lots of information so that the user will not get overwhelmed. منفعش تعرض عدد ضخم من البيانات عشان اليوزر هيتلخبط في الحالة هذه وهيتوه. Also a good website is a reliable website. And we talked a lot about the word reliable in terms of software engineering. The reliable software is a software that provides the service or the functionality that you are expecting from. الريلابل ويب سايت هو الويب سايت اللي يعني يعتمد عليه، اللي بوفر لك الخدمة اللي انت متوقعها منه. useful معناها مفيد. informative يعني بيعطي معلومات قيمة. fun معناها تسلية أو funny معناها مسلي. exciting معناها ممتع. interesting exciting مسلي ممكن. interesting معناها يعني زي ممتع أو مفيد. So these are common terms or words that can be used to explain how good the website is. So if I want to explain how bad the website is, so let's think of the opposites of these words. عكس الكلمات هذه. So if the website is beautiful, what if the website is not beautiful? We can say it's ugly, it's awful, it's not well organized, يعني it's untidy يعني غير مرتب. عكس tidy يعني معناها مرتب. not well organized أيضا مش مرتب بشكل منيح. ugly, awful, فظيع معناها. well designed, not well designed. easy to use عكسها difficult to use. clear ممكن نقول not clear أو يعني ملهاش عكس واضح. هذه reliable unreliable غير معتمد عليه. useful useless هذا الموقع useless. informative معناها يعني بيعطي معلومات قيمة. إذا بدي ما بقدرش أقول عكسها بالضبط، ممكن نقول هذا الويب سايت provides irrelevant information معلومات يعني مش مناسبة أو مش ملائمة إلي. funny عكسها مثلا boring. يعني برضو exciting interesting ممكن نقول عكسهم كلهم boring أو not useful and so on. يعني لما توصف أي موقع حاول أن تستفيد من الكلمات هذه اللي هي غالبا تستخدم لأنها تشرح لأي درجة الموقع كويس، يعني من ناحية تصميم، من ناحية استخدام، من ناحية المحتوى هل هو جيد أو لا. تمام يا جماعة، احنا نكتفي بالقدر هذا إن شاء الله، والمحاضرة الجاية بننهي الجزء المتبقي من الفصل الثالث إن شاء الله.